Hey everybody, it's Caasi, back again. You see the title of the video. To make a long story short, the time period from November 2022 to September 2023 was a complete shit show in my life, a real and true series of unfortunate events that I may talk about later. But the culminating event, the final slap in the face on top of everything, was that the 5-year relationship I was in, that I was told and believed was headed towards marriage, just completely fucking blew up in my face, and a person I thought the world of played the shit out of me in a very hurtful way. The relationship ended 2 months ago, and considering the time and effort I put in, and considering that I was utterly committed, I am definitely not over it. So it's been pretty dark for me. Sometimes it gets really dark. And when it does get really dark, there are things I need to remind myself of. When I feel my sense of self-worth disintegrating because a person treated me like less than when I treated them like everything, I need to remind myself that a person's treatment of me is not a reflection of who I am, but of who they are. What it does reflect about me is what I am willing to accept, and I must take responsibility for that. Furthermore, a person's poor treatment of me is not a reflection of my value as a person, but it is a reflection of my value to that particular person, and I must accept that even if it hurts. So, while they shouldn't have treated me that way, I shouldn't have allowed it. I don't necessarily believe that time heals all wounds, but in my experience, it does reveal all truths, and understanding those truths allows me to heal myself. It's an oversimplification to tell myself that I was just stupid for making so many allowances. I know it is much more nuanced than that. I know that commitment means different things to different people. I am not ashamed of the intensity of my love, and I am not ashamed of the depth of my loyalty. In fact, I understand that any lover I choose is blessed beyond measure. It is unfortunate that someone couldn't appreciate that fully. There is no light without darkness, and the light within me was born from the darkness that I live with. To be loved by me is to feel the warmth of several suns kissing your skin, and to love me is to provide a candle and a hand to grasp in the pitch black cold. Those with no appreciation for the darkness can never truly appreciate the light. My discernment is sharper than any knife. I can recognize those who only want to take from me, who only want to feel my warmth, who only want to experience me in parts, and I do not allow them anywhere near me. I decide what I deserve. Now more than ever, I know that I am not a difficult decision. I will acknowledge anything other than an enthusiastic yes as a resounding no, and I will act accordingly. There is no virtue in patience that hurts me. As I move forward, I understand that it is not my responsibility to repair a bridge that someone else burned. My only responsibility is to find a new way to my destination without that bridge. There is nothing I can do. Assault is a crime. So is murder. I am not built for prison. This experience has taught me more than anything that despite my deeply logical nature and brutal honesty with myself, that I am not immune to being blinded by my emotions. I am not immune to love. But I understand now, and what I was on was some weak shit. So moving forward, no more dumb weak shit, only smart strong shit. And that might not mean anything to anyone, but I know what that means to me. All I can assume is that they got exactly what they wanted. They are happier than ever. They do not think of me at all. There is no benefit in thinking anything else. Obsessing over how I hope they feel or how this is affecting them leaves no room for me. Assuming that they're happy and not thinking about me gives me more room to build my own happiness and not think about them. They got what they wanted. That wasn't me, and that is what is important. I already did everything I could do. I am moving on. And I will trust somebody new someday, but I will never trust someone over my own intuition. I will never abandon myself again.